Hey everyone, my name is Jamie, and 2 years ago in 2018, my friends and I traveled around the world, and we were already in the Middle East, in Israel, and so we wanted to see Petra in Jordan, and shortly after, go to Cairo, Egypt. But we did not want to spend $600 flights to travel between all of these countries, but where there's a will, there's a way. So I will detail exactly how we did our trip by foot, so stick around if you want to see how we traveled from Jordan and Petra to Eilat, Israel to Taba, Egypt. It goes without saying that you should plan as much as possible so that you don't have to go through all the trouble that we did. There are plenty of resources online that can show you the right way to do it, so make sure you plan ahead. So let's jump in. So we had already pre-booked a taxi to pick us up early at our hotel in the morning, and we had already spent 2 hours in our taxi to the border. We just took our awesome taxi, which we were shopping around for. We got him for 35 JD, but he was really awesome, so we gave him a total of 40. Now, this might be familiar. I said that we would be back, and we are. Alright, time to go back into Israel. Omar gets second looks every single time he comes through one of these Middle Eastern countries.
They're like, Omar,
wait, what?
Oh, where are you from? Pound it.
He's like, but I'm from Mexico.
Yeah.
Alright, usual security checkpoint, maybe for our stuff. Done with security, making our way down through probably departures and passport stamp. Right here, okay.
I hope it's as easy as to get to Egypt, because it's been really easy to cross the border, and it seems like the articles online seem like it's really hard, but it's been like really easy.
Knock on wood, we're still in the middle of two countries right now.
Yeah, we're in no man's land.
Yeah, we're in between. Well, we're I guess at the duty free. Between.
There's always a duty free.
Right. Oh, wait, seriously? There was no paying of eggs?
Find out.
Oh. Okay. Oh, we're just leaving Jordan. We're still in the middle. Okay. Before we leave Jordan, I do want to clarify, since this is when we traveled in 2018, at the time their visa rules were, if you stayed longer than 3 days, then your visa fee and your exit fee are waived. So just FYI, you might have to check what happens now or eventually when you go visit Jordan. Now we're in this, like, I don't know, demilitarized zone in between, and that is Israel. Go, pedestrian entry on the left side. So going on the left side. We're about to enter Israel. Okay, we're following the arrows on the Israeli side after our passport check. And now we're going here. Looks like we're going through another security check. Then we got into Israel. They were a little bit more finicky and secure, so we had a lot more questions asked of us when we got to security. And we had one of our backpacks that, like, this is a backpack that holds like everything that we share, like honey, sugar, beer. And they did this funny thing saying, "Sir, is this your backpack? Is this your backpack?" And you're like, "No, it's all of ours." It's like,
I was about to say, no, that's his. And then run.
So we said, no, it's all of ours. Then they said, please open this. And they started inspecting the crap out of it and find out that all we have is sugar and beer and nothing else really crazy. Then we went through to passport control, where I think this is a more like strict questioning that we've had so far. We actually had to sit and recall our whole trip, and they questioned a few passport stamps on our passports, and that was a little crazy. But after that, went right through, and now we just need to cross this gate and we will be in Israel. Okay, so I'm really hoping this Gett Taxi app can get us from this border to the next border. Here's to praying. Oh man, those guys just swooped in on a free taxi right there. Now Irving's gonna sit and wait for the next one, and then maybe, just maybe, we might get a taxi from Gett Come on, Gett. Try again, of course. We just found a taxi. Taxi. So we picked the right day to cross because we thought it was going to be Friday for Shabbat. So it'd be simple, quiet. We just get taxis and get everywhere. But today happens to be a triathlon, so they closed down all the highways. And now, just luckily by chance, we have a taxi, but we're also off-roading on the side streets since they closed down the highways. Alright, so she didn't want me to record in there, but just as a recap.
Here, I'm blocking you.
Oh, thanks. So we just went through the Israeli border crossing. Easy questions. We had to pay the Israeli exit fee one more time, go through security. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
It's really easy.
Pretty straightforward.
Now we're in the middle. That's Israel. He's over towards Egypt.
I'm feeling lucky.
Whoa. Now we're gonna check out the exit process or entering process. Okay, we just went through security, gave us a little bit of a shakedown, but now moving to the arrival hall. Arab Republic, Egypt, Taba Gateway. Alright, new developments. We just went through passport control. It was interesting because it's not very indicative where to go, but you go through the arrival hall, then you make sure you get an arrival card and you fill it out before you go to passport control. Ignore the guy that's sitting there because he's just gonna ask, it's gonna look like he's gonna help, but he's just gonna ask you for a tip, so just fill it out by yourself. Then go to passport control. Then that's when we got a stamp, but it should be just for the Sinai Peninsula, not a full Egyptian passport or a visa, because they even said that we need to get more later. We're gonna find out in a second. So I'm gonna stop it right there because technically we made it to Egypt. At least we made it to the Taba Egypt border. Getting that Egyptian visa, that's gonna be a whole nother video I make because that was a crazy debacle. Anyway, so that's it. So pretty much we got a taxi from Petra to the border of Wadi Araba for Jordan, crossed over into Israel, so we didn't have to pay our Jordan visa fee or our exit fee because we stayed longer than 3 days. Again, check the new rules nowadays anyway. Then we crossed into Israel. We were luckily able to get a taxi to get us from the other side, from one side of Israel to the other side of Israel towards the Egypt border. And so we crossed out of Israel. We paid the Israeli exit fee again, even though we were there for like 2 hours. But anyway, so we paid the exit fee and we were able to make it into Egypt. So that's it. That's how you can travel from Petra to Israel into Cairo without having to spend hundreds of dollars on an airplane ticket or multiple airplane tickets. You definitely can do it by foot. So catch me in the next video because I'm going to show you how we got our visa on arrival in Egypt on the Taba border. It was not the easiest thing. So again, please plan ahead, get all of your visas at the earliest convenience so that you don't have to deal with the stuff that we did. All right, thanks guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.